The sign reads, "Adrian, you are a warrior. Your family is waiting." The 26-year-old had just started his job in human resources 2 weeks before the earthquake. He was working on the 4th floor of this office building when it collapsed. I spoke with his family 2 days ago when his brother expressed optimism.
We believe he's fine, that he will get out of this with no problem, that he will be rescued.
But now, after a week of waiting, their faces show anguish.
The families beneath these tents understandably no longer want to give interviews. I did speak with a mother off camera with tears in her eyes who asked, what would be the use? She says in the early days they spoke with the press hoping it would bring more resources to the rescue. But now that it's turned more toward recovery, she says they just feel drained.
The family's vigil continues at the makeshift camp as more bodies were pulled out overnight. Still, some 40 names remain on the list of the missing.
I, like the families, wish we could work faster, but they must understand the risks. We have to weigh the risks against the possibility of reaching possible survivors.
Meanwhile, donation centers, once packed with volunteers who stood shoulder to shoulder, have thinned out. Much of Mexico City is returning to school or work. But for these families, desperate for a miracle, life may never be the same. Heidi, Zhou-Castro, Al Jazeera, Mexico City.